first word from the cross, from Luke chapter 23, verses 33 and 34. When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified Jesus there with the criminals, one on his right and one on his left. Then Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." It is not surprising that Jesus' first words from the cross are prayer. What is awe-inspiring is the content of the prayer. It is not a prayer for himself. It's not a prayer that he be released from his suffering. It is not a prayer to show that he really is right, or that he needs to be justified before those who are mocking him and torturing him. Rather, it's a prayer for others. It's a prayer for God to be merciful, forgiving. To be a follower of Christ is to strive to imitate Christ's life, teachings, and actions. And it is to recognize that we can only do this through the power of the Holy Spirit. Within ourselves, we are unable to become what Christ calls us to be. And the example here of the prayer of Jesus while he is hanging on the cross is perhaps one of the most important examples of that. We are to forgive as Christ did by the power of the Spirit those who treat us wrongly, those who mock us, those who hurt us, those who misunderstand us, yes, those who hate us. This type of forgiveness is Spirit-developed in us. It's also strengthened by our own understanding of our need for forgiveness ourselves. See, once we understand that we are in need of forgiveness, we are in need of mercy, it becomes easier to join Jesus in this prayer and in this action. And it also helps to remember that the prayer that Jesus prayed on the cross was not just directed to those standing there on that horrible day, but it was directed to me, to you. Father, forgive us for all the times we have not really followed in the way of Jesus. Father, forgive us any time that we have been unkind to any of God's children. Father, forgive us when we have ignored the greatest commandments, when we've been disobedient to any of God's law, or we have harmed the cause of the gospel by our actions. Father, forgive me. Father, forgive me. And as I receive your forgiveness, may I be like Christ and forgive others.